Hi, this is Rachel. Thank you for meeting me on the mat today. I am going to invite you to take a journey on the mat through our asana practice, the journey of the lotus flower. So today through our practice, we're going to learn what the lotus flower symbolizes in yoga and how that symbolism we can apply to our daily life. So let's begin seated in easy pose, Sukhasana. Go ahead and rest your palms to your knees. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose, down the back of your throat, filling your belly. And then exhale, pushing that air up through your body and out your nose. And just continuing that breath cycle. I want you to bring your awareness to your face. Feel it soften. Release your shoulders. Let gravity do its job. And then bring your awareness to visualizing a beautiful lotus flower sitting at the top of a pond, open to the world. Let's take our last deep breath here in this seated position, inhaling into the belly, exhaling out the mouth. Opening our eyes gently at the end of our exhale. And then let's begin our practice and the story of a lotus flower. So we're going to go ahead and bring our feet out to the side. Come into your tabletop position. And from here, we're going to bring our big toes together and sit back in our wide leg child's pose, resting our forehead to the mat. And here I want you to visualize a seedling buried deep in mud in the bottom of a pond. The pond is full of murky water. And just like us, the seedling is buried in the mud. And in this journey, I want you to visualize you're sleeping. It's nighttime. And we're going to make our journey to our new day. Just like the seedling grows through the water to the surface to open up. The sun's come out and we start to feel restless. We're waking up. The seedling flows up, rounding the back. On an exhale, push up into cat. Bring those knees in under the hips. Exhale into cow. We're wiggling around in our bed in the morning. Our body's telling us it's time to wake up. Just like the seedling wiggles around in the seed pod, sometimes it takes just a little bit of movement to wake us up. Let's flow through one more cow and cat. And just like the lotus seed, it's going to sprout. We're going to lift ourselves up into downward facing dog, tucking those toes, reaching our behind up towards the sky. Visualize that lotus seedling emerging from that seed pod, flowing through the murky water, reaching for the sun's light. Just like we emerge from our bed in the morning, opening up the covers, sitting up on the side of our bed. And then we're going to walk forward, sliding off that bed, stepping into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release back into that fold. The seedlings flowing through that murky water. Inhale, reach those hands forward. Sit back in your chair pose. Sitting like a stool, bringing those arms beside your ears, relaxing your shoulders, tightening and engaging your core and your quads, reaching for that light. The stem is now moving through that water, reaching for that light. We're rising up from our bed, reaching up, stretching our bodies, waking up. Palms meet together, and that lotus flower is breaking the surface. There's a nice bud forming. Exhale down to heart center. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Grounding through our feet. Grounding with the earth. Just like the lotus flower's roots have emerged from the seed pod and grounded themselves securely in the mud, we want to begin our days grounded. Now, we're going to move into Padma Mudra with our hands. So we're going to open up our lotus flower. Just like we do in the morning, we want to take a few moments. We want to reflect on ourselves, and we want to prepare ourselves for the day. And then we want to open our hearts to the world. Our new beginning starts every morning. So we're going to bring our thumbs towards our heart center, keeping the thumbs together, the bottom of your palms together, and the pinkies together. You can spread the fingers apart like this. Keeping those thumbs towards your heart center, I want you to separate your index fingers, your middle fingers, and your ring fingers. Finding that beautiful open lotus. You see that? Keeping it at heart center, I want you to take a nice deep inhale. Close your eyes. Exhale in this space. And just remain here, relaxing your shoulders, keeping your lotus open. And I'm going to guide you through a short meditation of a lotus flower. Hindu scriptures say that Atman, which is the soul, the divine self, dwells in the lotus within your heart. So please visualize within yourself a lotus centered within your heart. Mentally see and feel the lotus within your heart, slowly opening petal by petal. In the center of the lotus, notice the small light. This light is an emanation of your radiant being. your divine self dwelling within you. Let your divine self guide you throughout your day with love, hope, strength, endurance. Let the beauty, purity, and kindness of your light, your divine self, shine out into the world around you. Know that your divine self is with you at all times. At any point throughout the day, if you're feeling frustrated, sad, lost, take a moment, close your eyes, visualize the lotus within your heart, and draw the strength that your divine self always has. Draw the hope and the love and the kindness out of your divine self. And at the end of your day, you can close that flower up, just like we're going to close our Padma Mudra up, bringing the fingers back together, closing them together and finding ourselves again in prayer position. We're going to exhale, release into our forward fold. Plant our fingertips or palms and step gently back into a modified plank. Go ahead and drop those knees down. Bring the big toes together, widen the knees, and sit back in that wide-legged child's pose again. Just like the end of every day, cuddling up in our bed, pulling the blanket over ourselves. Just like the lotus flower closes up every night, folds into itself, submerges itself in the water, and relaxes and sleeps to rejuvenate, to reemerge the next morning to the world. Inhale, let's roll up into that tabletop. Bring our knees together, step back on our heels. Take a moment. Inhale, reach those arms up, palms meet, exhale down to heart center. Close our eyes. Take a moment for ourselves.